Stage 2 of the tournament has officially begun, folks. Half of the entrants are now eliminated. We're down to the real gamers. 256 players remain. Two of those players include, of course, Zelph, Spectral, and Goldmoist, who are matched for this round. Let's see how they do. We've got a Salamence Hariyama lead matchup. Hariyama going to be forced out. And look at that intelligent Fire Blast from Zelph, nailing an incoming Jirachi. In comes Snorlax to punish Jirachi. Starmie going to actually stay in the face of Snorlax and land a T-Wave. Looks like a para-spam team from Goldmoist. Hariyama gets paralyzed by Body Slam, but that's going to have a Guts boost now. And gets a crucial knockoff on Salamence. Salamence now without leftovers. Starmie can continue to spread a para. Snorlax going to intelligently come in to block it though. Quite a back and forth with these switches. Metagross threatening to... I was going to say Earthquake, but it looks like a mixed Metagross with HP Fire, in fact. And going to blow up on the Starmie. That's an interesting play that actually could be really good. If Zelph has a Spiker, this is all of a sudden a great matchup. That's a great thing to eliminate. And on a para-spam team, spreading paralysis is one of the main game plans, obviously. So getting rid of the paralysis setter could be huge for Zelph. We have a Swampert threatening a big HP. Whoa, that was so unlucky. You missed Hydro Pump and then got a Guts boosted Focus Punch. That stinks. You just got your Swampert deleted. That sucks. You do nail a Dragon Claw on the enemy Salamence though, and you're surely faster. This is probably Wish Protect Salamence. It is indeed. I continue to be amazed by the lack of Tyranitar in these games. We get no Tyranitar here. Suppose it makes sense on Zelph's team. Zelph with Snorlax, who doesn't love sand. An unfortunate Fire Blast miss there. Would have done solid damage to Celebi. In comes Zapdos. Pretty unlucky game from Zelph here. HP Ice or Grass trying to do something. HP Grass will be a weird choice there, because Starmie's... Well, Starmie gets hit by Thunderbolt anyway. I think it is HP Ice trying to hit the Celebi if it stayed in. That would make sense. It is probably HP Ice on this Zapdos. And an interesting 1v1 situation. This is two paralyzed fellows. And... oh. Zelph finally gets some good luck. With that full para denying a Wish. Jirachi dangerously low. You can see an HP Ice. But Celebi's going to recover a huge amount back with the Leech Seed and the lefties. Of course. And there is a Tyranitar in the back. And it pivots in on a Psychic for the perfect moment. Sand looks like it's going to be advantageous. Although, this knocked off Salamence is now taking Sand chip damage. It no longer has leftovers. And it misses another Fire Blast. I mean, give this guy a break. He did click recover though, so that would have been neutral-ish. I think Salamence does over half, but... getting sick of missing just goes for Dragon Claw this time. I feel like that's gambler's bias or whatever. I think you should just Fire Blast again, but... now it can out-own you. Two Fire Blasts would have got there. That's alright though. I can understand. Now this Snorlax could be your saving grace. Whoa, you went for a punch. Interesting. You're trying to get the incoming Jirachi who may be trying to fish for a Wish opportunity to heal itself up. You bring in Salamence though. Oh dear. Salamence has earned a Wish. It's going to protect to heal itself up. It could have gone Jirachi on that Dragon Claw and healed up, but probably afraid of a potential Fire Blast. Jirachi enters now. And Jirachi's going to fall to another Dragon Claw. It can, of course, heal up. I think Brick Break could be enough to finish this off. We'll see. Goes for a Fire Blast. Probably wasn't enough. Probably needed that damage. That would have been a devastating miss if that one missed. At least that one hit. And you do land the final Fire Blast, but recover cancels out most of the damage. Are you going to blow up on this Celebi, perhaps? Wouldn't be great. Tyranitar is probably your last hope for victory here. And honestly, it's in a decent position to sweep. It can match up nicely against Celebi, clean up Hariyama and everybody. Oh, damn, you live the Brick Break, but you full powered on the turn it counts. You didn't get the last hit in, which would have been crucial. Are you going to HP Ice the incoming Celebi? You didn't. That's fair, I suppose. And it's tough to ever... This is just an unlucky game. This is really unlucky. I was going to say you can at least T-Wave this, I was going to say, and then Tyranitar could be in a solid position afterwards. If this is T-Waved, you have a way easier time Dragon Dancing up, and now you're going to get Leech Seeded. It's just going to HP Grass you, actually. Alright. Are you lefties? Lefties would be great here. You're not. So you have to HP Bug. And... Okay. Marowak can live, and... You do have to go for that flinch. That's the right play. After all that bad luck, a 30% flinch chance would have maybe brought you back. I think Double Edge would do about 63. No, you don't have Double Edge. Okay, maybe you needed even another flinch to win this one. Unfortunate game, but that's what Swiss is for. Even if you lose this set, you've got many more chances. And of course, in this very set, that's only game 1. Let's see how game 2 goes. You got T-Tar Hater entering the field. Gonna just roar on turn 1 against Celebi. Maybe expecting a BP to Magneton or something. Generally, I feel like you just make a spike if you ever have the opportunity, folks. It's just the safest thing to do. Plays around any real nonsense. But the roar wasn't bad either, I suppose. And gets burned with the flamethrower. That's unfought. That burn dealing very real chip damage, forcing a soft boiled early, but at least you can natural cure and exit here. I almost thought Moltres would come in on this, but no. Now this is a spike situation. There it is. And you can protect for a single % of health. Aha. Goldmoist trying to roar the incoming Blissey. You probably go Blissey anyway. And this time it's a Wisp, which is also pressuring Blissey decently. Going to force another turn of Soft Boiled, probably. Swampert maybe trying to pivot in on a Thunder Wave and keep Blissey low. Didn't happen that way. Zelph with the more intelligent Soft Boiled, which is never really bad. Roar going to rack up some Spikes Chip, shuffle things around. Mag here could have HP Grass. Swampert stays in. That's such a dangerous stay in. What if it has HP Grass? Wait, didn't it reveal HP Fire? I'm a fool, sorry. My mistake, my mistake. He knows it doesn't have HP Grass. He could have taken a Toxic, though. Maybe it's Refresh Swampert. It's probably Refresh Swampert because it's Surfed. Surf, Protect, Refresh, Toxic is a common set, so... the fact that it didn't switch out of Mag in fear of Toxic reveals that it's likely Refresh, which means it doesn't have Earthquake. It has Toxic. Nice recover on the Protect turn. That's good. And Leech is a good move. That's going to make your switch out a bit safer. And Blissey might get roared here. Goldmoist did not pull the trigger on that one. What are we going to see here? Maybe an Ice Beam. Soft Boiled is never bad. That's fine. And a Leech Seed miss. A T-Wave to cripple this Celebi a little bit. It can of course heal it off with Natural Cure, but a little bit of disruption. Speed nerfing for the short term. And earning another Spike. Zelph in a good position, I think. I mean, with the spinner gone, if you get 3 spikes on the field, suddenly Goldmoist is in big trouble, and that'll eventually happen. You keep rinse repeating these interactions, eventually you get Skarn back in one more time, make a 3rd spike, Swampert and Celebi are on death's door. And Last Pokemon for Zelph could very, very easily be Tyranitar. Would make so much sense. The classic Aero-Tar combo. And there's the third spike. The Roar isn't even great for Moltres because you could send in Aerodactyl. Exactly. Exactly. And now you're in such a terrible spot. Even Rock Sliding here is so bad for Swampert because it's taking 3 spikes and some chip. Swampert can't really come in again safely. There's a bit of a mind game here between Recover or Protect from both ends. Swampert just switches out, choosing not to get Chip Heal. So Swampert is so low now. Swampert's at like 56, and Swampert is the only line of defense against Aero. The last is actually not Tyranitar, it's Swampert, which makes sense. You need a Rock Resist. But Tyranitar on the other side is going to make sand on the field, which is going to punish that Celebi. You're going to punish your own Celebi with that, but you do need to get Tyranitar in at the same time, of course. And this Hydro Pump is about to threaten a one-hit KO or a Surf. Doesn't quite one-hit even with Torrent. And no Protect. Protect would have chip healed you out of range of Earthquake. HP Bug is a mid-ground between Tar and Celebi and Swampert, which is, I think, a correct choice there. And now Zelph is in a bit of a pickle because Zelph's own Swampert is down, and Goldmoist has an Aero. Magneton can act as a temporary Rock Resist in trying times like this. You can HP Fire. I love that play. Countering the Recover, putting Celebi in a really tough position. You either Leech Seed and lose your Celebi, or you... There's no real good option here, because even going Swampert is bad. There's 3 spikes. Do not Toxic this, it has a Refresh. Yeah, go Celebi. And you come in on a Protect, which is great for you. Does this have HP Grass? It looks like it, yeah. Gonna just Recover, which is very sensible. You probably just go Blissey. Or you sack Mag is also fine. That lets you get Aero in safely. I like the way Zelph is playing this. Very by the book. No dangerous plays. The occasional... Like that HP Bug mid-ground earlier, that was just the safe play that guarantees a bit of value. Slowly establishing your spikes. I think this game is a good example of why Aero Spikes is so good. And why it's a good beginner team, because the plan is straightforward. And once you just stick to the plan, and it works. Especially, I like Mag Scum teams recently. Especially against Fortress, it's one of the ideal matchups here. One of the ideal possible matchups. And an HP Grass is so good here. Just KOs this Swampert, and an incoming Aero doesn't really want to take it either. It's going to be considerable chip. Zelph with a full health Skarmory to go into. Gonna just scout what Aero locks into with a Recover. Taking about 9% in the process. And Skarm here should click Roar, I think. Oh, actually click Drill Peck is perfect. Perfect alternative. It's going to chip the Aero and the Swampert. Good in both situations. And right here, I mean, I wouldn't take unnecessary damage. There you go. Go Celebi. Don't take unnecessary damage on Skarmory, because it 1v1's Aero. If they lock into Earthquake or HP Bug. Gonna Recover this time. Honestly, you don't care about this Toxic. Just spam HP Grass. Take the Toxic damage on the chin. No problem. Exactly. There it is. And there you go. Aero has to lock into something and you can punish whatever it is. It's Rock Slide. That's the only chance Zelph has. Sorry, Goldmoist has, is getting lucky with the flinches, of course. But... Gonna... Okay, so Aero actually has a chance here, which is a little left. But... Gonna sack a Blissey for extra chip heal. I think I... Yeah, that's a good play. That's a good play. Blissey could maybe dodge a Rock Slide and T-Wave or Ice Beam and finish it off, but getting extra chip heal is also good, of course. And just one more Drill Peck will seal the deal. Let me put it on fast mode. Sacking Arrow to allow even more chip heal. And just a single Drill Peck will seal it. And there you go. That was actually dangerous. One flinch there would have got you. But I think that's the correct way to play, because an arrow speed tie is a 50-50 chance to win. But this is a 70% chance to win. Dodging a flinch. And it's even lower than that because there's a chance Rock Slide misses too to factor in, 10%. Game 3, folks. We got a longer one. An aggressive Jinx lead. And I think Goldmoist is bringing the same Paraspam sample team. And Jinx might just eat this alive. Look at this amazing position you're in early. Jirachi forced to just stay in and wake up, apparently. Gonna get Lovely Kissed again. Don't tell me Goldmoist dodges the Lovely Kiss and gets a Slam Para. That'll be disastrous. Gonna Ice Beam. Jirachi can shrug that off. I guess Jirachi's actually in a solid spot. Sitting here fishing for the wake-ups, because you can Body Slam and then eventually maybe Lovely Kiss misses. Now this is a weird one. I'll go ahead and put this on fast, because there might be a few skippable turns. Do you go for another Lovely Kiss? You're kind of all in at this point. You gotta probably go for it. This is such a dangerous little interaction here. But here you sub. And an immediate wake up. Huh. Yeah, Jirachi is such a bastard sometimes. The fact that Jirachi has good odds in this 1v1 is kind of crazy. But yeah, it does. And you have the 3 hit now, which is good. You just have to hit one more kiss and you're good. You're hitting all the kisses, which is good. I wonder what the math is on this, whether Jirachi wins more often. And you just don't even sub this time, you go for the Ice Beam, which is probably... You sub this time, sure. Alright, I think you should just Ice Beam at this point. Don't miss the kiss miss. Oh, you do go for the kiss. Okay, I mean, it gets you a... If you do get a sub, you can then KO something else. Oh, this is so annoying. Jirachi woke up again. You might be getting... No, you missed the kiss now. See, that's the greed. You gotta... At least you eliminated with Doug. I guess one of those kisses had to miss eventually. I have never seen that interaction play out like that, but yeah, I mean... Jirachi just has to use so many turns to Carmine up enough to threaten Jirachi that the 1v1 is kind of in Jirachi's favor. Oh, a crit into a full para? Oh my gosh. That's a tragedy. That's a tragedy. A crit into a full para? We're good Run Flex entering. On a Toxic. Zelph still in a pretty solid position, actually. Zelph is not out of it yet, despite all this bad luck. Zelph is still in this. Gets in on a Hariyama Brick Break, that's good. And Zapdos is really well positioned, actually. Doug is really good into this team, because it threatens both Jirachi and Celebi, who are important walls, and without them, you can start to struggle. Whoa, goes straight to Marowak and takes a massive hit. Oh, nice Rock Slide on the Zapdos, good read, but then Zapdos barely lives. Is this HP Ice? No, it's HP Grass this time. Okay, Zelph probably goes back out to... No. Oh, gets a para. Okay, well, I expected Snorlax to come in there. Because it kind of takes advantage of the Wish Salamence. Well, maybe Zapdos wanted to deny Wish. that was the idea, potentially. Okay, Doug gets sacked to give Aero an entry point. It is HP flying on Aero, because it was neutral versus Salaman, so it has to be HP flying. And does this KO? I think? No. But Snorlax is super good in this end game. Marowak has to, like, hope for a full para and did not get it. And Snorlax easily wins the 1v1 versus Starmie, 100%. Just blows up. Alright, Zelph brought it back despite some bad luck earlier on. Jinx. The thing with Jinx is it's good alongside Doug, because you lure in certain Pokemon that are vulnerable to Doug, but that Doug usually requires a bit of chip on them to actually get through them. Like Jirachi is a good example, because Doug can't one-hit Jirachi, but if Jinx lures in Jirachi and like Ice Beams it and does that stupid stuff, Doug can finish off Jirachi. Same with Metagross, same exact thing, and Blissey as well. Blissey can get lured in, so can Snorlax, into range of Doug. So they work well together, and even though Jinx was a bit shaky in that 1v1 against Jirachi, there's a chance that Jinx wins that 1v1 and then starts snowballing further. But even that bad scenario where Jinx got a worse 1v1 against the Jirachi was still good because of the Doug in the back to finish it off. So Jinx is a Pokemon like that where sometimes it gets better outcomes than others. It's one of those. Anyway, that was an interesting series. Despite being pretty unlucky for Zelph, Zelph actually managed to bring it back and gain a win in Swiss. 1-0. That was well played. Thank you to all the donators. Look at this beautiful prize pool, all these beautiful names. Thank you all for the support. And I'll catch you later. And don't forget to check out vapicuno's team building guide in the pinned comment. See you later.